Oh, your neighbors must love you.
Yeah, not so much. Good morning, Wackadoo Racing Channel. Welcome back. We're going to get right into it. So today I've got Cody with me, and we're going to finish up kind of what we had going on last weekend. We managed to get the floor entirely welded, but we need to knock down the high points and clean up the sections that you're going to see when the truck ends up painted, so door sills. A couple more spots we're going to tack up real fast. I got to actually work on the interior of these panels as well. The main goal today is I'd like to try and get the door hinges swapped out and hopefully get the doors mocked up and hanging on the truck. We can't move it, put it back into its position behind the house until we got doors on it. It's just going to fill up with dirt. So that's the main goal. I got to get these doors back on. That way we can play musical cars. We're trying to get to a point where we can prioritize in the very near future bringing the Opel back and starting the motor swap. It's going to be way more fun than this, way more rewarding, way more entertaining, but this has to happen, so we're going to eat at it. You guys have seen us grind, so we're going to skip past that. We're just going to knock it out, and we'll update you as soon as we get done with that.
You weld any doors?
That works.
Okay.
So,
done.
Let's get popping.
2 hours later.
Okay. We managed to get somewhere. Cody, what did you do?
Hinges. We got the hinges on the other side already. Starting to
And we found a Brady.
Oh yeah, we found a Brady. Got both hinges on that side. Got them snug but loose so we can adjust. Starting to throw hinges on this side. Got the bottom one on. Got to snug it up. Top one is a pain in the ass because you can't see it, but there's a nut or a bolt right here that actually threads from the inside.
Comes in from underneath the
and
dash.
There's a body plug up inside there, so I got to get up into this little nest, pop the body plug out, then have access to it. And you also got this little tensioner right here that likes to get in the way of that last top bolt too. So we're working on it.
What's the exciting part?
Floors. Yeah, we got.
We have a whole floor in this truck.
Damn straight we do.
Rockers have been replaced and all of the rust has been removed. We actually have a floor.
And it was painted.
So I have to crawl underneath and replace the interior, which is just for a little bit of structure and support for this entire outer section. But that's kind of hacky work. You never see it, so I don't have to spend a lot of time on that. So I'm going to get under there and do that. He's going to finish knocking out the hinges and we can try and mount the doors. We'll catch up with you in a bit. All right, so we managed to get the interior of the entire floor. Underneath on the inside, behind all this, is now all backed. So there's something behind it that helps support the outside of it. So structurally, if you walk up and hit it by accident, it doesn't just fold in. It's not just one layer of sheet metal hanging in the wind. So that's nice. So now this side's completely done. We're finished with the floor work. Hooray. He's got all of the new hinges on the rear doors. We're using the hinges from the 87 Suburban. On the front doors we're using brand new hinges. One of the reasons for that is your front doors are going to wear out probably in most instances much faster than the rears, because you're talking about a driver and passenger more so than a full family load up. So the hinges that were on the doors when I got them are still good for the rears. The fronts were the ones from the truck from 74, so they're bad. So Cody's got those all swapped off. Right now you actually have one door here, that's the passenger rear. Cody's working on getting the hinges snugged up so we can mock everything up. We're trying to get the front door on.
Cheers.
Good times. So, what's going on, Cody? What's the short synopsis?
This truck sucks.
He's not wrong. Anyways,
New hinges on, driver door on, all the other doors are spread, and we got it hung.
and what's happening with that?
It doesn't work, but we got it hung. It's on the hinges, but we got a tight spot here, a tight spot there.
So,
You know,
unimaginable, I know, but the fact that these doors came off of a vehicle that were 13 years newer and probably built in a completely different part of the country, being as this truck came from North Carolina and these doors came from Southern California, they might have been from different factories, maybe. So they don't line up like at all.
They will.
Like even a little bit.
They will.
They were on the truck previously. I had them on previously, so I know that they do line up well enough that they're going to work out. But by changing the doors, the rocker panels, and the hinges all in one fell swoop, we have a lot of variables here that are very difficult to try and get all in one shot. So,
well, not to mention the fact that, I mean, just the hinges themselves, you have up, down, in, out on both hinges, so you got at least 8 different types of adjustment you can do just with the hinges themselves.
There are 12 bolts per door that hold the door to the hinge to the cab. And within those 12 bolts, there is play in every single bolt so that you can change the pitch and yaw and forward and aft of the door and adjust everything. So there's a lot of adjustability here. I'm not a body guy.
Me neither.
So I'm not well suited for this task just yet. So I think I'm going to spend the week probably Googling how to fix this. But I know that eventually we'll get it back on. It looks like we're going to have to pull the door again and trim up the hinges a little bit so we can change some roll in the door. Hopefully, we might make time for that during the week. If not, that'll probably be the entire frickin' day next weekend. Just getting the doors hung and hopefully get some of the door gaps more manageable. Not looking for perfection here, but we do have to have the doors, A, close properly, B, able to seal so when we put in the new weather stripping, everything sits where it's supposed to sit.
Right.
So,
well, instead of having the first half of the day go to welding and grinding and buttoning it up, bleep that, we can spend an entire day being miserable with doors.
Yeah.
So
a miserable door day
better than a miserable floor day.
Is better than a floor day.
Any week.
The floor is done, kids. The floor is done. All of it. All of it happened.
It's true.
There's no more rust in the floor.
Nope. And if there is, it's been painted over.
That feels good. Yeah. So I'm going to walk away from the doors before I start throwing things because I'm running out of patience in a rapid manner.
And we got to watch Tyson. You know.
Yeah, we're going to watch the fight.
We're going to go watch the fight.
So hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a good week. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Why wouldn't you? You've sat through this much video. Hit the button.
Oh, hey, show them the thing.
Oh, and I spray painted the door because it made the truck faster.
It's fast.
There you go. People might have wondered whose truck this was, and I didn't want them to think maybe it was someone else's. It's the Wackety Racing Channel.
It's the Wackety Racing Channel.
But I think that's it. Almost right in your own eye.
Almost. Beers and cheers, buddy.
Wackety out.
Yep.